Welcome everybody. Namaste. We'll start taking a deep, centering, conscious breath. I have a chair here. Later in our practice today, we'll try Warrior 3 using a chair. You're welcome to pause the video, grab yourself a chair if you'd like to try that with a chair. And taking a few centering breaths, breathing in through the nose, allowing that breath to come in, expand through the lungs. Exhale, release. I'd like you to take a moment, perhaps closing the eyes, just tuning in to the body and to the breath. So rooting down through our sit bones, feeling a sense of lift through the spine and the crown of the head. The shoulders relax. Turning the attention within, beginning to notice and feel the breath. And today we'll try a nice, even, steady breath. So you could count to 4 or 5 or 6 as you inhale, and counting to that same number quietly to yourself as you exhale, continuing to breathe through the nose, and just finding a nice, even quality to the breath. Nice and easy, kind of like a wave on the ocean, back and forth. Similar length, similar strength, similar quality to the inhale and the exhale. Continuing this for 4 or 5 breaths. If you'd like to set an intention for yourself for today, you can do that too. And then we'll begin to open the eyes, and we can just warm up a little bit, roll out the shoulders a couple times, forward and back. Sitting tall, turn the head one side to the other. Return to center. We'll drop the chin to the chest. Lift the chin toward the ceiling. And return to center. Let's bring the hands down by our sides. Fingers on the floor. And we'll begin to move the body with the breath. So with an inhale, reach out and up. Lengthen toward the ceiling. Bring your palms together. Turn the palms out. Exhale, lower back down to the floor. We're just going to go back and forth a few times. Inhale as you lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. You can gaze upward as you lift. Exhale, lower. Moving with your breath. Inhale, extend and lift to the sky. Exhale, lower to the ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Relaxing our arms down. Let's extend the legs out long in front of you. So you can roll around your feet. Point and flex the feet. Stretching out a little bit here. Stretch out your toes. We'll press the fingers into the ground, lifting through the spine. Let your shoulders relax down. Lifting up through the crown of your head. Dandasana, seated staff pose. Take a couple of breaths here. With an inhale, let's lift the arms up along the ears. Shoulders settle in the sockets, lift through the fingertips. Nice tall spine. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. The hands can come down to your legs or the floor or toward the feet. Let the shoulders relax. We'll take a few breaths in a seated forward bend. Paschimottanasana. You can move the jaw around, relax through your jaw, relax through your neck. With an inhale, we'll slowly lower back up. We're going to come all the way down to lie on your stomach. Going to set up for locust pose, half locust and full locust. So lowering down to rest on your stomach. Bring the arms down by our sides. The chin can rest on the floor. Keeping your hips even on the floor, let's just lift the right leg up. The chin can also lift. And exhale, lower down. And then lifting the other leg up. Exhale, lower down. Let's start with the first side again. Inhale, lift that first leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting the second leg. Exhale, lower. This time we'll try lifting both legs. The edges of your big toes can touch. With an inhale, lifting both legs, lift through the chin. Take a few breaths. Locust pose, Shalabhasana. And exhale, lower down. Arms can come out to your sides a little bit, palms facing the floor. We'll try superhero pose. With an inhale, lift the legs, lift the chin, lift the arms. Exhale, relax down. You can place the hands right underneath the forehead for a moment. Stacking the hands, resting the forehead down on the hands. We'll take a few breaths. Just centering, releasing toward the floor. Feel your belly expand. Press against the ground with the inhale, just in a natural way. Exhale, softening, emptying out, letting go. Take a few nice, even, conscious breaths here. And then we'll lift the head, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, press up. We'll come up to table pose. You could roll your hips around a couple times just to loosen up, forward and back. Loosening up the back. And then we're just going to come up to a standing. So, coming up to a standing position, we'll find Tadasana, mountain pose, toward the front of your mat. Take a couple of centering breaths here. Rooting through the balls of the feet and the heels, lengthening through the top of the head. We'll try Warrior One pose today, Virabhadrasana 1. So stepping your right foot back. Your front heel pretty much lines up with your back arch. Hips and shoulders face the front of your mat. Bend that front knee just over your ankle. Back foot can angle out a little bit. And then we'll extend the arms up along the ears. Reach through the fingers, lengthen through the fingers, and breathe. We'll bend at the elbows. Bring the elbows about shoulder height. Cactus arms. So we'll take a few breaths here. Feel those back shoulder blades draw together. You can peek at your elbows. You want them in line with your shoulders. Working the upper arm strength. And then lower the arms. Let's straighten the front leg. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Keep your hips and shoulders even. Just going to hinge from the hips coming forward, lowering the body toward the leg. The hands could lift off the back. Coming down as far as feels comfortable for you. We'll take a few breaths. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. And with an inhale, lifting back up, release the hands. We'll step forward to Tadasana, mountain pose, and take a breath. Let's step the left foot back. Again, setting up for Warrior One. Hips and shoulders toward your front. Bend the front knee over the ankle. Back leg is long. Back toes angle out a little bit. Extend the arms along the ears. Sink down into the hips. Reaching through the fingertips. Feel a sense of strength and balance in this pose. Warrior One. Virabhadrasana 1. Finding your inner strength, your inner warrior. And we'll come to cactus arms, elbows shoulder height. Breathing into the pose. And straighten the front leg, lower the hands. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back. Again, we'll feel those back shoulder blades draw together. Keep your hips even, keep your shoulders even with an exhale. Hinge forward, long spine. Lowering the body toward the leg, lift the hands off your back. Parsvottanasana, pyramid. Take a few breaths. Inhale, we'll lift back up, release the hands, step forward to Tadasana, mountain pose. With an inhale, let's reach the arms out and up, lift to the sky. And exhale, lower down, forward fold, Uttanasana. So we'll take a few breaths in our forward fold, let the shoulders be loose. You can have a slight bend in the knees, feel a stretch through the back of the legs. Bit of a centering pose. Close the eyes if you'd like. We'll come up to half forward fold. So bringing the hands higher on the legs, coming into a flat back. Head and neck in line with your spine. Nice flat back here like our seated Dandasana. Seated staff. Exhale, forward fold. Little bend to the knees. Inhale, slowly roll up through the spine, moving nice and slow. Inhale, reach your arms out to the sides, up to the sky. Bring your palms together. Exhale, hands down to heart center, the center of the chest. We'll try that again. Inhale, lift out and up. Lengthen to the sky. Exhale, dive toward the earth, forward fold. With your inhale, come to a half forward fold, bringing the hands higher on the legs, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Little bit of a bend in the knees. Inhale, slowly roll up, reach out and up, lift to the sky, palms together. Exhale, hands come to heart center. One more time. Inhale, lift out and up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Little bend in the knees. Inhale, slowly roll up, reach to the sky, extend, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Relax the arms down by your sides. We'll come to the front of the mat in Tadasana. Standing tall, mountain pose. Let's step our right foot back. We'll sit up for warrior one more time. So front knee bends. Hips are facing the front of your mat. We'll extend the arms along the ears. Take a few breaths. And then cactus arms, elbows at shoulder height. Front knees bent. We're going to try a flow, moving with your breath. Inhale, and then straighten the front leg. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Keep length in the spine. We're going to fold forward, cross the hands, grab your opposite shoulders, lower the body toward the leg. With an inhale, lifting back up, hands coming up, elbows in line with your shoulders, bend the front knee. And same, straighten the front leg. Hinging forward, grabbing the opposite shoulders. Inhale as we lift back to warrior one. Extend the front leg and exhale, fold, grabbing the shoulders. Repeating, inhale, lift, cactus arms. Straighten the leg, exhale, fold. And one more, inhale, lift, cactus arms. Straighten the front leg, exhale. Let's lower the hands and interlace behind the back. Nice long spine. This time, hinging forward, Parsvottanasana, pyramid, shoulders are even. Lifting the hands off the back, we'll take a few breaths. Inhale, lift back up, release the hands, step forward to Tadasana. Take a breath or two here. You can roll out your shoulders if you'd like. Have a sip of water. Finding Tadasana, mountain. And then we'll step our left foot back. Set up for warrior one on this side, hips and shoulders to the front, bend that front knee. Extend the arms along the ears. Take a few breaths. Bending at the elbows, elbows shoulder height, cactus arms. Breathing. We'll begin to move with the breath. Straighten the front leg, exhale and fold, perhaps switching the arms so you fold the opposite way with the arms. Inhale, lifting back, cactus arms, bending the front knee. Straighten the leg, exhale and fold. Inhale, lift, bend the front knee. Straighten the leg, exhale and fold. Inhale, lift. Straighten the leg, exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. We'll do one more. Exhale, straighten the front leg and fold. Inhale, lift. And then lower the arms. Hands interlaced behind the back. We'll straighten that front leg. Keep length in the spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Shoulders are even. Lift the hands off the back. Parsvottanasana. Few breaths here. With an inhale, lifting up, release the hands, step the feet forward. Take a breath or two, mountain pose. We can relax the arms, kind of wiggle out a little bit. Some noise from the outside here. Hopefully that's not too distracting. You're welcome to put on your own music if you'd like. So we're going to work with Warrior 3 a little bit today. So an option with this is to use a chair if you're new to the pose. So grabbing a chair. Another option is to step in front of a wall and do it with the hands right against the wall. We're going to try it with a chair today. So standing nice and tall, and then hinging at the hips again, finding that flat back. You can bring your hands to the seat of the chair. And you might want to adjust the feet a little bit. Find the flat back, like our half forward fold or a seated Dandasana. You can adjust the chair a little bit if needed. Finding that nice flat back parallel with the floor. Keeping the hips about even. We did in our locust pose at the beginning of class. We're just going to lift one leg, so lengthen one leg long behind you. Ideally, that foot would be in line with your hip and doing what works for you. Take a few breaths. We'll bring that foot back to the mat. You can kind of sink down into that nice flat back. And we'll try it to the other side. So rooting down through the opposite foot and lifting that opposite leg. Hips are even. Resist the temptation to lift one hip higher. Try to keep those hips even. Reach out through the back, sole of the back foot. A few breaths. And then we'll bring that back foot to the mat. A little bend in your knees. Inhale, lifting to standing. We'll try Warrior 3 again. Give you another option here with the chair. You can do the same thing we did again if you feel a little bit wobbly in the pose or if it's still brand new. Or you could take it a little bit further by bringing the hands to the back of the chair. So again, we'll hinge forward. This time, you might have to adjust the chair a little bit. You could reach out to the back of the chair only if you have a nice, steady, strong chair that is kind of the right height for you. You're welcome to just bring the hands to the seat of the chair again if you prefer. Or we could set up with the hands right on the back of the chair, rooting through one foot. We'll lift the opposite leg long. Supported Warrior 3. Returning that foot to the mat, rooting down through that foot, and we'll extend the other foot long, lifting, reaching through that back sole of the foot. Take a few breaths. And we'll bring that foot to the mat. And again, just lifting up, coming up to standing. We're going to try this pose again. Depending on your level, if you're new to the pose, once again, you can have the hands on the seat of the chair. An option is to have the hands right up against the wall. So with our hands right up against the wall, we can move into the pose. Or, if you'd like to take it a little bit further, we can try it without the chair. So standing in Tadasana, and start with the hands on the hips. Nice tall spine. Let's root down through the left foot. Extend the right toes back. Just bringing the toes to the mat. Then we'll hinge at the hips. Keep those hips even. Lifting that back foot off the mat. This might be enough for you. You could stop here, or we can take it further. Bringing that foot up in line with your hip. Extending the arms up along the ears. Take a few breaths. Warrior 3 pose. It's helpful to keep the eyes in one spot. And exhale, relax the arms, bring your foot to the mat, return to Tadasana. Centering breath into the navel. And we'll try that to the other side. Rooting through the right foot, we'll step the left toes back. Start with the hands on the hips, nice tall spine. And lift that back foot. You can keep your hands here on the hips. You can bring them to the sides if you prefer, airplane, or you can reach them up along your ears, Warrior 3. We'll exhale, relax through the arms, bring the foot to the mat, step back into Tadasana. Let's try one more thing with our Warrior 3. We'll try a Warrior 1 to Warrior 3, back to Warrior 1. So standing tall, moving into Warrior 1 pose. Let's step the right foot back, bend the front knee, lift the arms along the ears. And about 3 breaths here. Then we'll move to Warrior 3. Just lift that back foot. Hinge from the hips, lengthen. Returning the back foot to the mat, we'll go right back to Warrior 1. Bend the front knee, lengthen through the arms. Exhale, lower the arms, step forward to Tadasana. One more time to the other side, stepping the left foot back. Hips and shoulders to the front. Warrior 1, bend the front knee, extend the arms along the ears. 3 breaths here. And then rooting through that forward foot, lift the back foot, hinging forward, trying to find that flat back. Bring the foot to the mat, bend the front knee, lengthen through the arms. Exhale, relax the arms down, step forward to Tadasana. And we can step our feet wide, let the arms float side to side, loosen up through the back. Back to Tadasana. Enjoy a breath or 2. Inhale, let's lift out and out. Exhale, dive toward the earth. Gonna come all the way down, bring the hands to the mat, step back to table pose. You could roll the hips and shoulders. Forward and back. Knees a little bit wider. Let's sink our hips all the way back to the heels. The arms can stay extended out front, or the arms can come back along the legs, or you can stack the hands to rest the head. Devotional pose or child's pose. We'll take a few resting breaths here. So staying in the pose, just releasing, relaxing toward the floor. Nice deep exhale, letting go of tension. attention, enjoying this moment. And we'll lift back up to table pose. And let's find our way back down onto the mat, down onto your back. So you can lower down onto your back. Maybe bring the knees toward the chest, rock side to side a few times. Make some circles. We'll try happy baby pose. Knees come a little wider. You can either reach up for the edges of your feet with the knees wide, or just grab the legs if grabbing the feet is uncomfortable. Rock side to side a few times, happy baby. Release the feet to the mat. Reach our arms to T. Let the knees drop to one side, head to the opposite. And then switching sides, going at your own pace. A couple of times to each side. We'll bring the knees to center. Let's wrap the arms around the legs, lift the head, give the body a squeeze. And then release the head to the mat and stretch the legs long. Bring the arms by your sides. You're welcome to stretch out the fingers, roll around the ankles, turn head side to side. Finishing up your practice with Shavasana. Allowing the legs to relax, the shoulders to relax. Noticing your breath. Closing the eyes. And resting here in Shavasana. And I'll allow you to continue to rest in Shavasana for however long that feels right for you. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening. Namaste.